Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome. My name is Mandy, and another month has bitten the dust. So I am here to tell you my favorites from the month of March 2025. Today it is strictly beauty. I don't have any randoms or fashion favorites, just skincare, makeup, and fragrance. So let's hop in. Let's start out with skincare because I only have one product. I haven't really changed much up other than including this product in my lineup, but it's really, really good. So I want to talk about it. The Prequel Half and Half Peptides and Ceramides Fluid Moisturizer. This is such a gorgeous ceramide milky moisturizer. It is super hydrating. If you use retinoids or tretinoin or anything that you feel like your skin is dry because of it, a ceramide heavy product or products are, in my opinion, essential in order to keep that dryness at bay. This is an example of such a product and it's fabulous. Now, I don't use this as a toner or essence, mostly because Prequel says it's not a toner or essence. It is a lightweight moisturizer. And they claim it is a great lightweight alternative to heavier face creams or oils. And when you look at the how to use on the back, it says it can be used as a lightweight moisturizer or for dry skin, layer underneath your moisturizer. That's how I've been using it. That's how I use my Rogue Glazing Milk. Anything that's a heavier, thicker, like creamy, milky toner, that's how I use it. So I will go about my skincare routine, and once I put my tretinoin on, I go about my night, I do whatever I need to do, and then right before I go to bed, I will layer this on and then put a heavier moisturizer on top to kind of seal everything in, and it's fabulous. So hydrating, not overly heavy, and for a lot of people, this is gonna be the only moisturizer they need, especially in the warmer months coming up. So highly recommend the Prequel Half and Half. Affordable as most Prequel products are. I am hit or miss with Prequel. There's some things I like, there's some things I don't love, but this one is just like chef's kiss good. It's 5.7 fluid ounces. It's gonna last a good amount of time, even though I have used probably about that much because I can't stop using it. All right, let's go on to makeup and then we will finish off with fragrance per usual. This has been the month of a pink cheek. If you missed my video that I did, was it last week? My favorite blush duo at the moment. I highlighted two of the three blushes I'm gonna talk about today. The Huda Beauty blush filter in Cotton Candy, which hopefully you can see that, is clearly a liquid blush, but such a pretty pink shade. And then I have been loving to top it with the MAC Glow Play blush in Totally Synced. And I had somebody say on that video they'd like to see what this looks like not layered on top and just by itself. It's all I have on my cheeks today as far as blush goes. It's all I had on in my last video as far as blush goes. It is so good. And I think it is now topped Grand as my favorite color within the Glow Play line. Before this, it was Grand. Now it is Totally Synced. Just can't stop using this. Now, another layering combo I use is that MAC blush over the Armani Luminous Silk cheek tint in the shade, I think it's called Bold Pink. I have it covered up, it's 53. So you can see how like very, 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 very blue cool tone pink this is. I'm gonna swatch the MAC for you too. And hopefully you'll be able to see once you look at the Armani next to the Huda Beauty how much cooler it is in tone. Now the reason, well, first of all, that's MAC. I don't know if you'll be able to see the swatch of the MAC blush, and then that's the Armani. The reason that the Huda Beauty made it into my favorite blush combo of that video is because the Armani is good. It's pretty. I wore it yesterday. I don't dislike it, but it is a little patchier and in need of building up on me specifically than the Huda Beauty is. It's just the Huda Beauty shows up better on first application. This one I really have to build up to show up on my skin, and I think you could probably see that in the swatch. It's just a little bit patchier. But I still like it, and I've still been using it this month. I used to be firmly a peach blush lover, and I still love a peach cheek, but man, I just can't stop with the pink lately. As far as complexion products, I'm not wearing this today. I needed something fuller coverage today because I have been flushing all morning long and my cheeks were beet red. They still are. I can feel it. They're on fire. So I needed something a little bit fuller coverage. However, if you couldn't surmise from my last video, the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, specifically in the blurred matte version, has become a favorite this month for sure. I love the way this looks. I love how easy it is to apply. I love how it wears. I love the fact that it has a bonus SPF. I don't use it as my only SPF, and I never will, but it doesn't hurt that it's in there. I love that you can get this little mini bottle. Honestly, there's nothing I don't like about this product. I think it is a step above their old version of this moisturizer, and I highly recommend it for any tinted moisturizer lovers out there. Going off another video that I posted this month, I think y'all will probably know that this was gonna be in this video, and it's the Guerlain Terracotta Light Bronzer in the shade number 2 Medium Cool. It is, I think, the only bronzer I have used in pretty much every video this month except the one where I did like a full face of Versed, because I can't stop using it. When I look like this way, there's a huge dent already made in this bronzer. Now, I talked about in that video, this is limited edition simply because of the compact it is in. It is not any different from their Terracotta Light bronzer that exists before this compact came out. So I don't want any confusion to be on that front, because it is kind of confusing when you look at the website and it says limited edition. It's just the compact. I love the compact. I'm glad it's refillable. I am definitely gonna have to purchase a refill. This bronzer has quickly become, no questions asked, part of my top 5. It's probably even in my top 3. I love the color. I love the ease of application. I love everything about it. And I absolutely cannot stop wearing it. I don't want to stop wearing it. I have so many other bronzers that I do love in my collection, but this stays on my vanity out every day. And I don't even think twice about what bronzer I'm going to use, because this is so good. And this kind of goes along with that bronzer. I used this in the video. It is my favorite brush to use with that bronzer, and it's the Sonia G Sheer Buffer. So I know they have a smaller one because I have it. This is the larger one, and you can see it is a duo fiber. So you've got some longer fibers, you've got some shorter fibers. It's just dense enough to pick up that product of the bronzer without picking up too much of the bronzer, which to me is very important when I'm choosing a bronzer brush. And some bronzers that I have in my collection require a certain brush because of their formula. This one works with other brushes because I have used it with other ones, but truly these together are like a match made in heaven. And for the future, I can't see myself using this without this. And then finally for makeup, I'm gonna talk about my eyeshadow that I have on today. I love this quad so much. It came out with the Chanel Camellia Futura collection, and it is the Utopia quad. And it just goes so well with my love of pink cheeks this month. I have the entire quad on my eyes right now. Pretty much used it a little different than how I did in my Chanel video that I posted, but I have the gray color on my lower lash line versus in my crease. I have been using my bronzer in my crease with this, and I like the contrast between the warmth of the bronzer and the coolness of the pinks and grays in this quad. I just like how they work and off of each other. And that's what I have on my eyes today. It's what I had on in my last video. It's just something I can't quit using because this palette is gorgeous in its own right, but this shade right here, this duochrome shade that's kind of like a topper, once I top that pink shade, it's just a compliment getter. It makes blue eyes pop. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I can't stop using it. I love all 3 of the pieces that I got from that collection, but this one is my favorite. Now let's talk about fragrances. 2 fragrances, one new, one not, that I have been using on repeat this month. The first new one I talked about in my blush video. This is the new release from Montal, and it is Dalachai. I really need to figure out how to say that properly. I talked about how much I love this bottle. It's one of my favorites in my collection. There's something about this matte cappuccino-like look of the bottle that goes so well with the actual scent, which is a lactonic spicy coffee scent with a hit of passion fruit on the top. So the fruitiness is definitely there when you first spray it, and it lingers throughout, but you really start getting the cardamom and the, you know, milky coffee feel of this fragrance the longer you have it on. And while it is a spicy coffee scent that sounds warmer, it's still appropriate in my opinion for year round. It's not so warm that I feel I can only wear it in the fall and winter. And I think that passion fruit has a lot to do with that. It just makes it appropriate for year round. It is gorgeous. And then the other not new to me fragrance that I have really been gravitating towards this month is Xerjoff Starlight. This is also a cardamom heavy fragrance. In fact, that is the main star of this scent, in my opinion. It also has cloves in it, just like the Dalakai has, the cloves and the cardamom. It has cinnamon and almond and bergamot. I don't really get much citrus from this. It's just this beautiful spicy cardamom scent that has the most beautiful lingering trail. It's almost cozy to me, but I don't choose to wear it only when I want to feel cozy. I choose to wear it when I want to smell something good because it smells so good. If you are a cardamom lover and you have not tried this, it is a must. It is one of the best cardamom scents that I have ever smelled. And that's saying a lot because I love that note. It's in my top 5. I have a lot of cardamom heavy fragrances, but this one takes the cake for sure. And that's it. That's a roundup of my favorites for the month of March. I will have everything listed and linked below. As always, I want to know what your favorites were this month. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will see you in my next video, and I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.